Finland versus the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Who do you think will win? I think Saudi Arabia is going to win.
We're going to see some rushdowns for both teams.
Okay, see, this is what I like. I like how both teams aren't running the same comp. One team has a Reaper, one team has a Hanzo.
Way more aggressive.
One team has a Moira, one team has a BAP.
From the side of Finland.
Yeah, and already Sermajed picked on off the old DPS Moira, but it is
Skill
really
orb.
the... Yeah.
A
Overall,
teacup. I appreciate the massive
Yay, Reaper.
4 months as well. Hope you're having a great day.
It's not flashy, but you run into people, and if they don't immediately get pick off or run away, they're going to die.
Yeah, and it's just tough for Yazan right there on the Hanzo because it's just got super rushed down, and it was only a matter of time.
I just saw you say you went to Iceland in November.
I've run out of options.
And it was a 10 out of 10
time
trip.
To play the Pharah.
Iceland is beautiful, but thanks for the invite, I guess.
But
it's not terrible. Yeah.
Weird flex.
Yeah, on the same note, though, it is going to be a little bit hard. There's a lot of ways to avoid the Pharah with what Finland is running, but if anyone can make it work, it would be him. So.
Oh, Yasan is playing the Pharah already, my dude. I dueled with them yesterday. I love this guy. He's such a great guy.
Still going to get the help he needs right now.
Hey, he's young as fuck.
Life's edge
I think he's
here
19.
gets taken down.
Jesus
so
Christ.
Far, the Pharah change-up working out well for Saudi Arabia.
Well, here's the thing, is no one really can shoot far right now. If you just stay, like, even a little bit safe, like, may Icicles maybe do something. Actually, like, the Moira is one of the biggest threats, getting the stock, and then, obviously, the
I'm actually really surprised that they're not running a hit scan yet, and they're still running the Pharah. Why would they run the Reaper? Why would you run a Reaper when you know Yasan's on the other team, and he's going to run Pharah?
We got swaps. We got a lot of swaps, in fact.
Well, you have to. You can't run May Reaper and expect to do anything against the Pharah. I mean, I'm not even sure I love the Sombra Tracer, but this might be one of those the good old strat of let's kill everything except the Pharah Mercy.
Yeah. Well, step one, the killing everything other than Pharah Mercy, is don't get hit by the pulse bomb from UB here that currently is getting planned for. UB right now going off to the side. Got a little bit of regroup because there's a lot of pressure going. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by that. Meanwhile, Yazan over the top. Barrage finds one, and that's all you need. That's a high-value barrage. You get that off and don't die at the same time, you take those.
Yeah, and almost the biggest threat to the Pharah Mercy is usually the D.Va. We're going to kind of swallow up and deal with it, but so far, Finland has had no answer for this. Just absolutely none.
Overwatch League history, because this is like, how do you prep for them? No one runs if they're running. Like, what's going on here? So they did have an edge.
Oh, okay, it was a quick one. It was a quick one, chat.
Our 5th pause of the day.
It was a quick one. 5 pauses.
In the same breath, though, like you have to expect Saudi Arabia.
5 pauses. I'm
going
to keep track.
This, like,
5 pauses.
Twice, right? Like you would expect.
Terrett Moon, appreciate massive prime sub. 19 Butterman, appreciate massive new tier 1, and Merv, appreciate massive 18.
Prolific ladder Pharah player ever in Overwatch.
Masa. Again, hit support v support to kick things off. Saudi Arabia looking healthy. Vistol, though, takes down Sermajed. So, but as it goes on, Yubi just got to the back there, just ending things before it could become a more even fight. And, you know, it's easy to forget that Finland started off with the advantage here, Hex, because Saudi Arabia about to take the round away. And I don't even know if Finland has enough time for a good push here. But they do have the EMP. We'll see if they can make anything happen. 98%.
Can we gamble? No, I wish we could do 2 gambles at once, but we can only do 1 gamble.
Also, that EMP is...
Oh, he's going to have a fat barrage. Fat barrage.
Nice eat.
Yeah, meanwhile, Yazan hanging on to Barrage saying, do I need to use this
nice
right now?
boop! He lost his Mercy, though.
Comes on in, vacuums up the Mercy in Finland. You know, it wasn't the cleanest opening, but they make it work.
It doesn't matter, chat. Finland is going to... They only have 1 ult. Saudi Arabia has 4.
Still hang on to that Barrage. Was able to preserve it at the very least.
It feels so in character for Vistola. Like, I remember in the Overwatch League, it always seemed like Vistola was like quiet, then 4K. It was just these huge peaks and valleys. So really nice play there, and I think, you know, it's the right play. Like, they were able to segment off the Mercy, and without the Mercy, the Pharah is just... I mean, the power level goes down so immensely.
Looking at Sermon again, drop banana boost.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yazan just goes on in as 2, coming in for the back of the Barrage again, well timed, and that should be the round for Saudi Arabia here, barring some just untold miracle.
Masa's gonna try to make him work for it. Has to.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta drop the beat there. There's no, you don't have agency there. The queue is almost pressed for you. Vistola alive, stalling on the point. Saudi Arabia right now.
Yo, they actually don't want to lose this shit. They are in this.
Masa goes down. Saudi Arabia, though, getting a little bit low from poke from Finland. Finland making this way closer than expected. Surmajet goes down. Finland back onto the point. Zando, look at Nixie. The stolen bomb gets KSA.
No, they had it.
Not enough to stay on the point. That was, with the camera going back and forth, that was close to the end, but good effort from Finland.
Bro,
Saudi Arabia, though.
What a fucking play, dude.
The Fara swap.
Well, absolutely, and I mean, I think you kind of had to bank on it, but then also, I mean, Finland coming out with the ultra rush and just getting the better of it, like it's, Saudi Arabia's just like, oh, okay, then let's just do the thing that we really want to do. So it makes a ton of sense. Also, Yubi had a really nice play there.
Jesus Christ!
Let's go.
Also, seems like there's
that was such
some
a
server
loud
issues. Going to be another pause. I mean,
yeah,
I
it kind of does. There
6
was like a period of
pauses.
time where there was like a lot of just random streaming services. But
check out the new show on Yubi.
yeah, there was like one really overfunded Hollywood production that like died in like 3 months.
Yeah, I think I know what
remember,
you're talking about, but
yeah,
let's not
yeah.
promote things that actually exist. I was just making a fun pause joke.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway,
Just
so,
went bankrupt. But here we go.
so we do have the Far Mercy again. Interesting, Yubi's going to run the Torb here. Finland is going to try to have an answer for this. I mean, putting Sauna on the cast seems like the best option. Maybe if this doesn't work out, you maybe go for an Ashe as well. But also the cast can be really good too if Yazan overplays it. The new nade can be really good at just knocking Pharaoh Mercy out of the sky.
Yeah, I mean, also going into it is like you have to look at the stolen, right? Anytime you're running a Pharah, like D.Va is a huge part of the equation and trying to neutralize it. Both teams right now just trading out poke. Vistola getting very, very low. Immortality Field has to come out, and still know if Vistola's going to get away, but as they say that, Sana able to find Yubi. However, Finland down the BAP. Yubi gets rezzed back on up, and Yazan takes down Sana on the other end. Saudi Arabia.
Oh my god, that is such a horrible fucking team comp to run into. Torb, Farah?
Still love the directs.
Yeah, Yubi with the tactical getting headshot there too. Like, just kind of took that bullet so that Yazan could live behind him. I mean, the Torb just using his head as a shield. I've just always said it with Torb against like a cast. You're just
we have 69 subs.
On legs. Like, it's just such a giant
nice.
box. Finland's going to come back in here. They're going to be able to have an amplification matrix, so if they get in good position, they can kind of set it up, and that should push back the Pharah. So yeah, actually really no fight on the point even, and Finland's just going to walk on. Now finally contest.
Yeah, now they drop the window, and this is where Sana just kind of looks around and is like, Pharah, I dare you to, change sightlines here. Yubi goes down. Yubi might be resable here, though, depending on how this goes out. Rez is back up. KSA under a lot of pressure. Finland's able to get the flip no matter how this goes. But yeah,
wait, didn't you just do that yesterday?
They weren't going for the res tonight. Beat comes in from Finland here. Sana back on over. Box able to
come on, Sana. Come on, Sana.
Even if Rez was on cooldown, not coming back.
This is your time to shine, bro. You shouldn't be aiming like this.
Flashy here, actually just a good play. But as I say that, they take one step out of line. They walk into the barrage, and the Pharah has turned up the pressure once more. Saudi Arabia now.
Oh my god, dude, he's so clean with the fucking Pharaoh, bro.
You give the Pharah just one
I guess that's what happens when you like spend a lot of time playing one character, but it is so fucking fun to watch. He's so clean with
so
it.
Exceptional. Just on
like
his
everything
way out
just
is
looks
gonna
so
go grab
fucking
that
smooth and
D-Mech
like
and
just
some of this little stuff is insanity to me. Just really well played. Obviously, Saudi Arabia is never really going to have a presence on the point because you don't want to cage the bird that is Pharaoh Mercy inside there, so you want to be sitting outside of it. So, yeah, Finland's going to be able to get some, and they're going to be able to get percentage, and then it's really up to Saudi Arabia to pick their spots and find the fights.
Tips from Hex 2023, do not cage the bird. But here we go, the Sombra doesn't like the read of things. Again, back on out to EMP, not quite coming out yet. KSA still continually under pressure, has the Rampage in reserve, but KSA is going to live. KSA got so low. EMP comes out, hits Haku. This end, though, finishes off Sana. KSA falls. 4v4 here. Still winnable here from Finland. Vistola very, very healthy on point. Definitely a presence advantage. One tank versus none as Finland.
I don't know if I didn't see what he saw, but I don't know about that EMP. They won the fight, though.
You walk outside the point while the Pharah is still around.
Yeah, it can be really tricky. Saudi Arabia, they're going to go back to this Torb. I don't think the Torb has gotten much done. It's been kind of a distraction, I guess, more than anything else. But a little bit interesting. No ultimates on either side here. Surmajet gets hacked out early.
Yeah, but Jed nearly went down. That had to be Cloud just coming in from a good angle. But even stuff like that not only builds for Cloud, delays Saudi Arabia a little bit. Here we go, Zan, onto the point, looking for Vistola, rocket after rocket here so far, going around the side, Moira in his sights, oh! Gets the Moira on top of it, gets Sana! This is ridiculous fire play, makes it a 3-piece at the very end, and that's exactly what Saudi Arabia needed to get back onto the point.
Yeah, Yasan's just gonna fucking carry, bro.
Gonna be some stall here from Masa. So it's going to be one fight away from Finland, but it's going to be final fight. And before we move on too much and give Yazan too much credit, let's give Haku some credit too here. And it really, like, the thing that stood out to me is Surmajed should have been dead there. They get hacked, and a lot of Mercies will have this tunnel vision just on their far and on their own movement. But to be able to peel and heal up Surmajed is so incredibly
Damn,
critical.
the Mercy player getting some praise.
The Mercy
W.
doesn't get a lot of it in these compositions.
Sana coming in.
True.
Deals with the turret first. Pulse bomb ready to go.
Oh, he has barrage too. He has barrage too.
The barrage under pressure here on the back, looking for Cloud. Forces out the recall. Barrage still in reserve. Pulse bomb comes out. Nothing but turret. Not quite what he's looking for. Wanted to get the torp instead.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
I thought he was gonna
barrage. Still gonna get demeched here. Has to use bomb, but still gone. Kazan makes sure it is permanent. EMP hits 4. Is Vulture gonna be there? Masa gets 2.
Wait, why doesn't he barrage yet?
Finland
Actually, really
making the
surprised.
most out of that EMP. Masa going bloodthirsty, but here's the barrage at the end. Kazan trying to finish things out. Gets rid of the Moira. It's getting real scrappy here on the point here. Hex 91-99. Saudi Arabia.
Dude, this last fight is insane. No fucking way.
Finland coming in strong.
This
Masa
last
killing
fight.
the Mercy there is absolutely enormous. It is critical, and now Saudi Arabia has their backs up against it. They did switch briefly to the Moira. Now they go back to the Mercy.
Way.
But you have to wonder
No
if Moira
way,
been
Chad. This is the most insane game we've ever seen.
Finland's going to pick this up.
Yeah, I mean, Saudi Arabia needs a miracle to bring this back. Already down 2 as reinforcements come back in. Vistol coming in here from KSA. Vistol having none of it. Diva versus Diva. Going to be forcing KSA out. Haku goes
That's a
down.
good pick. That's a good pick. I don't think they're going to be able to touch.
To lose
Holy shit, bro. I thought they were going to lose that fucking round.
Round 3 in a row.
Oh,
on control.
shit.
And, you know, we knew today could have the potential for some close games here, Hex. And
dude, these World Cup games are so fucking insane, too, bro. I love these.
I remember looking back an hour where Masa was just this quiet storm where... Where's Masa? What's Masa doing? Because he's Lucio, right? If you're not saying Masa's name, you're fine. You're like, okay, good, that's good. But then all of a sudden, just like 3 kills out of nowhere. It's crazy because he's one of the most unassuming
Chat,
people
I actually might do a 72-hour stream and watch every single fucking World Cup game.
Lucio is
I actually just might.
Insanity.
I don't know.
Good play there. He was able to get the Mercy, and I think, you know, obviously it's a valid strat that Finland.
72 hours though. I don't think I can stay up for 3 days.
Focus on getting the Mercy out of position and then following up on it has been the difference in the last couple of fights.
Well, here we go. Final point here on Lijiang. Arguably the strongest for Farah. A lot of options for Yazan here in the sky.
Wait,
Turk
why did someone say smoke meth and you're good?
Just feels like on Turk duty half the time. And again, Masa just catches a rocket. The hardest type of rain possible. Definitely not hail. And just like that, Hex, it's going to be a very quick capture by Saudi Arabia. You can't come back from the pickoff that early.
No, and this should be a cleanup onto the cast over here. Actually, some nice peel to keep Sana alive.
Take care, Melodic.
But only for the moment. Only for the moment.
This is tough. This is, right now, this is Yazan's playground. So much room to work with. The best advantage Afar could hope for in terms of, like, sight lines to area mobility. And Finland, I mean, they need an answer, Hex.
I mean, the answer is to keep, like, both Sana and Vistola alive at the same time so that you can live in the Matrix and maybe hit some shots, but even just where...
Oh, he has barrage. This is going to be a big barrage.
Play is just unfair, because the damage fall-off is going to be brutal almost to the back.
Watch your feet. Oh, boy, that was closer than Finland would have liked. We do have the window coming down here from Finland.
You should go in the back.
Used is on right now.
Oh,
looking for Masa, takes him down the window. Incredibly unsafe. Just not missing though. Sana though gets the equalizer. However, he's not going to be able to res that. That's the number one thing. Is like you kill the Far number 2.
Nice. That was a nice peel from Vistola.
Turk gave his life. So Far could live again.
Sana
From the back, finds the Kiriko.
There you go. Now he's popping off.
All the Chaos Hex does get control of the point.
Yeah, I've been telling you that Torb is just using the head as the shield. It's happened twice now.
I mean, KSA, they got a kill from that, but that ult, I think, was a little bit questionable. given where the rest of
You
Saudi
wonder if
Arabia
there's
is.
going to be a switch. No, not going to happen.
Probably going to
It
EMP
is
right
one of
here.
the ults
Yep.
that you can clutch back a fight enormously. That's brutal, though. Double EMP.
Oh, again, Yazan comes over, gets 2 before the barrage. The barrage adds on pressure that leads him to stall. Whoa, a gift from the death. It's only Haku, though. It's Haku in a turret. Not quite
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you kill Yazan, you kill their team. I don't know. This man looks like he's doing everything right now.
Is going to take the lead percentage.
I don't know. This guy's probably playing Overwatch with fucking cargo pants.
Into this with
how many fucking pockets? But like he's fucking carrying.
He
got him.
Used.
That time, the boop gonna get the BAP. No, last minute footwork saving it. Sana though,
He's
able to get Yubi.
booping the BAP. Sorry, it's early.
No. It's you know what? It's worth. Yubi finds Vistola. 70% for Saudi Arabia right now. Finland, they need to reset, or this is gonna get away from them fast. They have really just one good fight left here, Hex, and
Yubi is not throwing on Torb.
Again,
Torb is actually a really strong
one,
pick, especially with just turret and when the other team's running a Sombra. It's a really strong pick, and it's a lot of damage. Torb does a lot of damage.
On, like,
a lot of people think Torb's a throw pick. He's not a throw pick.
How do we get in without losing people right now? So everyone's got to stay in the defense matrix, and now you're in, but now, Saudi Arabia knows exactly where you are, actually spy checking right there. And now you got to walk into a white room just taking damage boosted rockets.
Well, it's all or nothing. Window comes down. Finland cannot lose this fight, or the map is over.
They got a free flip. They got a free flip. Uh-oh, I don't know about that.
They got control, but Saudi Arabia has percentage to burn here. Like, this is okay. They just need to win the fight. They can give up a little bit on the point.
Oh, they hacked the Mercy. Oh, they try to go on the Mercy, too.
Just taking shelter from the far as Sana was able to get Yubi. Yubi, again, getting picked off early in a lot of these fights. Now, it's once more up to the far to try and bring things back, but you don't have the other DPS threat there, so a lot more pressure on Yazan in these situations where the Torb is out of the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're running the Torb just to throw
it's
more
last
angles.
fight, bro. It's last fight.
So the carry is obviously this Pharah Mercy combo, and so Torb can throw 2 different angles, be a distraction, just put down a little extra damage here and there, so a team can't just full focus on this. Because barrage could be enormous.
Oh, Son almost got fucking Yazan.
Yazan looking for shots, not quite hitting here just yet. Going high risk, high reward
No!
flank here into the building.
He's
Ground
whiffing! He's
far,
whiffing!
trying to get
He's
the back.
whiffing!
No! Haku ends up dying. Sana able to grab him with the grenade. Here comes Yazan to the back, uses the barrage, pays for it with his life, and Finland has just about brought this back.
No shot! No shot!
Vistola cleaning house on the point. Bomb in reserve if needed, 99-99, and Saudi Arabia may be falling here on map 1. It's been close, but they lost control, and the Finns are nearly there.
They lost control, and it seemed like Yazan just got
it's still going.
a little bit impatient
It's still
going. For that flank on the right-hand side. Was never able to get value, and what it ended up doing was leaving Haku in a really bad spot, and they picked off Haku over there. So yeah, the high-risk, high-reward of coming down over the top of the shelter into that room. I think if you saw... And yeah, like I said, Quartz coming in, no surprise, Quartz a very talented damage player.
Knife food. Appreciate the massive new Prime sub.
Very talented at taking echoes out of the sky. Resurrection's gonna be there, but still big tempo.
I really like the echo, the Ash pick though, but
just
he
goes
died.
down again. Quartz gives his life for it, but rough time to be an echo for Finland right now. 4v4. Rezga come up here on Quartz, Saudi Arabia.
Vital Leap, appreciate the massive Prime, and JXP, appreciate the massive 3.
You see this echo pressure coming in, gonna be forcing Vistola back. And this right now is unrelenting pressure.
That was a good pick. That was a good
Saudi
pick.
Arabia have no chill Hex.
No, Quartz is such a talented damage player that I really was a little bit surprised we didn't see him in the very first map. Yubi did okay in the role that was
a fast cap, bro. 5.5 for Street Phase. That's insane.
Finland's going to switch things up. Sana is now on Tracer, so Finland's going to go this Tracer Sombra kind of dive composition. Usually we saw like Tracer Sombra with a Winston, but I guess, Vistola is just a much better diva than is a Winston, so not a surprise here.
I do love it's like one round on Echo going, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going back to Tracer. Like, no thanks. That's not for me. We'll see if the swap up, though. Pay some dividends. Clearly going to be looking for Quartz a little bit more. Quartz, meanwhile, 3 shots onto the Ana. 1 head would have ended it there. Now, though, coming in from the side.
That's a big dynamite. Force the Tracer recall, and the Lucio's on fire. He might be able to get the Lucio. He's 1 HP. Nice.
Masa goes down. I was going to say Masa maybe gets up, but no. KSA just finishes that where it stands. And, Hex, one thing Numbani is also known for, unrelenting momentum if point A goes well.
Yeah, some people do not like that fact about Numbani. If you get A rather well and there's a decent setup there, you're probably going to go right through onto point B. There is going to be a contest from Finland. Finland needs to stay alive long enough to get this EMP out.
Sana has a hit on him from basically everyone in Saudi Arabia. Sana just going down first every fight right now. Got hit by a Kiriko shot and Cloud.
Quartz is fucking popping, and I'm glad that he's representing the Ashe players.
Making his presence known as Saudi Arabia just pushes
Yasan's actually popping off too.
Point B in record time, 5 minutes 20 seconds. This is a slaughter.
5.5 minutes for third point, chat. This is doable for Finland.
One of the most
third point Numbani is hard to take.
I mean, I think I've ever seen. Just as
we've
far
done
as
it yesterday, actually, in our comp game.
On both the Zenyatta and obviously the Kiriko now too. So really well played there. And there's been no answer from Finland. I thought like maybe they were going to come back in and try to use this EMP to get something done. Quartz, I think, kind of sniffs out the Sombra here a little bit.
Cloud
he's in trouble.
It's EMP. See if the fall through is going to be there. And Saudi Arabia.
They lived through it.
Yeah, they're able to back out. Like, it's a really good disengage. Fall through from Finland wasn't there. I don't think Saudi really had sightlines at all. And now, Saudi Arabia ready to move forward again. Rampage going to be coming out here from KSA. And it's a big one. Hits 3. Is fall through going to be there? Vestola able to get Quartz, but Sana falling in turn.
Vestola? Is Vestola Overwatch League, chat?
Yeah,
he's actually a really good fucking tank player.
Yeah, Finland played around it pretty well. I mean, they did need the beat, but all in all, able to stop
no,
it.
Not Overwatch League.
We go deep into
he got cut from Vegas last year. He was LX Overwatch League. He's a really good fucking tank player.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough one to actually close out a little bit. You know, like Finland's, I don't know, they just kind of need to clean up this composition a little bit because Sana can be a really good player, but that last EMP was like in a room and not just like it was in a smaller part of a room within a room. Like there was almost going to be no way they could follow up on that. So got to clean up some of these EMPs for Finland.
Right, Saudi Arabia ready to go once more. Zan holding on to the duplicate. Finland looking really low from the poke between both teams. Cloud goes down. Immortality Field. Not enough to save though. I think it walked out of it. Vestola gang super, super low. Masa though, able to take down Yazan on the side, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Saudi Arabia looking pretty healthy here on the point. The resurrection comes on in, back up to a full 5, and Finland, they just got poked down so hard at the start of the fight that it really wasn't much of a fight. 3 minutes left to go, and this one could be over.
This is over right here. Holy shit.
Yeah, Cloud is going to try to stay alive and get a miracle EMP.
3 minutes.
Not going to happen.
3 minutes and 5 seconds.
Living on a razor's edge there right before the resurrection on Yasan, and really just almost no pressure on Yasan. And every time they did kill Yasan, it just got resurrected up. It was never really a problem for them. And yeah, I mean, again, Finland just not the most coordinated on their defense. Maybe making some of these, I don't know. It's been kind of rough to watch, but defense on Numbani can be like that. It feels like you first hold.
I think it's safe to say that this is the first series that's going to go to a match 3. A map 3.
This is always a tough situation to be in after a rough defense, because you look at
that was tough. By the way, Dummy Maddie, appreciate the man to get this up, my friend.
Point A, where Finland comes in here, Hex, they have anything other than a quick.
We're going to a map 3, chat. I'm sorry, I love Finland. Finland brought it back last match, fucking popped off. Absolutely a close one. They clutched it, but 3 minutes on Numbani, especially a very vertical map on first point
as well. Like we really need to start taking notes of where teams are going on their map pick.
I don't know, man.
It's almost impossible to practice 6 different maps constantly as a team, for Finland. So obviously Saudi Arabia is going to have the advantage here that they chose this map. It's a map that offers really good advantages for vertical heroes like an Echo or a Pharah. So that's going to be in Saudi Arabia's wheelhouse. So
that is true. The match isn't over until it's over. Can't quit early. Got to stick it out.
If they're able to
try your best,
do something
still win
here
this.
on Numbani, then
could be hard, but still can win this
and take a commanding lead in Group B.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Finland. Right now, we'll see if things go a little bit better for Sana here on the Echo. Right now, still alive, so...
Why no Cloudy on Reinhardt? Because Reinhardt on Numbani is...
They kind of got him in a weird spot, but that was big.
Yeah, that was huge. And while that went on, Quartz was able to find Cloud on the other end as well, so... early on, Finland struggling to get significant momentum here.
Well, I mean, it was such a critical hit there to back off the opposing Echo because Finland had them set up.
Oh, there you go. Bad
really
Patch
nice,
I haven't seen you. What's up,
my
my
in the
dude?
corner, and it looked like the Sombra was about to set up a dive. The Sombra was in that back corner, and they were about to go in, but the sticky bombs kind of create that pressure release valve that pushes Finland back.
All right, so Finland on the attempt here once more. 3 minutes ago, and again, they need to get.
I appreciate it, my friend.
Here. Things are gonna turn
I'm glad
out
they're allowing us to co-stream this.
It's been better in the poke game
Yeah,
here
point.
thus far.
Hitting ticks.
Saudi Arabia is willing to give up a little bit of progress right now. They're focusing more on winning the overall fight. We have the Nano go on the Sana. Sana's able to get Haku. That's huge. However, both teams down to Mercy. Pistola able to get rid of Yazan. And for Finland, you like how this fight is developing right now. You have presence on the point. You force Saudi Arabia back. KSA goes down, and this is going to be point A. And while not quite as quick, Hex, this is something you can still work with here. Finland just needs to have a better point C, and they're still very much in this.
Hey, 5 minutes! 5 minutes per second is basically the same thing almost that Saudi Arabia had on attack. That's actually a really good push.
See if they get the
really good first
resurrection
point.
here. Yeah, Haku goes down again. It's kind of just split up here, and this is what happens on Numbani.
Next fight is going to be the deciding factor for Finland, though. Both teamers are going to have 4 ults.
It's also, once you're committed on
so
point A,
I think if they win this next fight, they're going to be fucking golden.
Like, trying to get back to your team, like, they don't want to really go through that spawn because then they'll get picked up anyway, so you want to kind of rotate around and just be playing back here, so there's no retreating. Once you lose point A, you lose everybody on that team, and you see how these staggers kind of work a little bit.
Finland now trying to make the most of it, get back on their feet after taking a little bit longer on point A. Now here we go. Ross under pressure, able to shake it and get out, but not for long. Yazan still able to chase it
meleeed?
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty low to begin with. Yazan picks up another, just murdering supports in the back. And not more than anything else, is definitely going to be delaying Finland. And also,
well, we'll see where they want to set up. We'll see what Saudi, because like, maybe not with this composition, but you can hold spawn on Numbani second point. But composition's a little too fragile for Saudi Arabia to consider that.
I mean, also it's
holy
like,
shit! Wait, what the fuck? Why does his aim look like attacking? You guys see this?
The area where like a defense just gets run over on second.
What the? Yo! We have a cheater VOD in the World Cup.
Early in these engagements, and just
we have a cheater in the World Cup.
But
I think it's lag. It's everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it.
Low, gonna have to self-destruct. Try and stay
check
alive
him
here.
PC. Check him PC.
Finland still very, very healthy. Hack goes on the Vistola and asleep. Saudi Arabia trying to return the favor of the Vistola, but not quite going to happen. Finland just taking advantage on the corners, and this should be point B for Finland. Don't really expect more delay to be coming out here.
Yeah, Cart is inching along there.
Quite literally on our screen.
Yeah, that was weird. No,
is it lagging? What the fuck?
Really?
Big EMP.
This is very high risk, would be high reward, but right now it's looking like they're just incurring the risk. The point B is still captured by Finland, and the fall through is there. Saudi Arabia just down in EMP.
Is this hacker watch?
Maybe that was the reason why they want Quartz to go over to the Ash, so use it, see if something happens, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think going over to the Ashe is better so far. I mean, I kind of have a whole dissertation on Sombras in Overwatch.
Oh,
and
they're
Overwatch
teleporting
League
too.
So far
is the server going to shut down?
Exceptional today, so I think it makes sense. And Yazan gets 2 rather easily.
Yeah, that was a quick fight's over moment. Is Yazan just it's off screen, but just quickly eliminates 2, and that's it. And from what we're seeing right now, I think, maybe the observer's having a little bit of lag, but so far as we know, the players are good, because they would pause at the briefest moments here. Just so we're clear, I don't think the players are...
Oh, okay, look, it looks better, it looks better, it looks more fluid now. It looks more fluid.
Fixed up just now.
There you go, it's better.
But yeah, I don't think the players would put up with that.
What a sleep, what a sleep.
Just getting dove on here in the back line. Quartz goes,
no way, Quartz
lives! What in the world?
He lived!
And meanwhile, mid-duplicate, Vistola goes down.
What a fucking copy and defense matrix, dude!
No, I mean there's been some exceptional saves from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, the support line has just been really good at peeling and living on
Holy
like
shit!
a knife's
What a
edge
fucking
here.
team
So
player,
right
bro.
now, Saudi Arabia will have the advantage.
You know,
going
in
forward,
comp
even
queue,
if
he would let
Finland
he would let his
does finish the
teammate die,
map. All right, let's see
and then
if
they'll
Cloud
probably
can get
talk shit to
something
each
done
other
with
after
this
the game.
EMP. As I mentioned so far, the Sombra play has not been exceptional, but that's kind of been a league-wide thing and an Overwatch-wide thing.
Oh, Sana finds Majet early. Bomb comes out, but Quartz goes down. Cloud just picking him off here in the back. I mean, I think a lot set up by Sana and Vistola, but
Oh, I think it's doing it again.
Clean up. Sana finding his hits. 2 minutes left to go, and that was a clean wipe here, Hex. I don't really know how long Saudi Arabia's going to be a delay here, if at all. Quartz goes in, Quartz goes out. Just
what a big EMP, chat. We have ourselves a fucking game, bro. We have ourselves a fucking game.
Yeah,
I said it first, ZP.
Cloud,
2 minutes to 3 minutes. This is a fucking game.
The team, but I was right. Yeah, it was a really nice play from Cloud and Sana to clean up that towards the end. And Finland now, they're only a minute down. That means almost nothing on Numbani. That's like half a fight. So
well, wait, someone.
No
Overwatch World
game,
Cup
like,
EMEC 10 just left the game.
Maybe sometimes Gibraltar for the.
Okay, you just got the kill.
Yeah,
I love
it's
you,
overtime. Who cares? We're just gonna stay on the cart forever and ever. And at times it can actually sabotage teams because of how overtime spawns work on point C, where you don't get a great point C defense because you die trying to stop on point B, and then it can all go downhill very quickly by the nature of how overtime pushes work. So really, for both of these teams, your key win condition here is don't give up point A. Holding point A for 2 minutes, very doable. And you do that, your job of winning on the body becomes
Steady, appreciate the Master Prime. So this is what it looks like to be good at the game. Wait, what do you mean? You watch my stream all the time. You watch my YouTube videos all the time.
Okay, Quartz on the cast instead of an Ash. Makes sense for this first point.
A little bit of a change-up. Well, actually, I think that he did cast at the beginning of the last defense for Saudi Arabia. It was a different hero for the attack. So
yeah.
Here we go.
I mean, so this is where you want to set up on defense, but Vestola's done a good job of just pushing them off.
Quartz nearly died there. Instead of getting the early pickoff, Cloud did a way better job of pressuring. And Finland just bullies Saudi Arabia off the point.
We watched your goated Ash gameplay last night. Bro, my sensitivity was off.
Yazan right there. The res is going to be there. But Saudi Arabia immediately pressuring and not wanting to give Finland any time to reset up, and Yazan just continues to go wild.
Oh, what is he doing? They lost the fight anyways. They lost the fight anyways.
Point A v point A.
Yeah, you can kind of piecemeal these together. You used to see it a lot on King's Row too, where like, let's just take one segment at a time. So now with 2 ticks, Finland, and I mean, the Nano Sauna is going to have to be big. I think that is your win.
They got 2 ticks though. They just need one more tick. They just need one more tick.
You try to get something from there. But last fight opportunity for Finland.
Also a very quick Nano build from Mikji. Just you take a look at that. That was one fight. They only had 2 minutes to begin with here. So you have the bomb, you have the Nano. They also could drop a Nano onto the Vistola here, be the other option, but no. They're going to drop on the Sana, as predicted, and now Finland looking to pressure through. Able to deal with Yazan immediately, gets rid of the threat who was the hero in the last team fight. Finland, other than that, they're really prioritizing the point here, Hex. No greedy dives, just saying, you want to get us off the point, you come to us in the situation. When
it's not me, chat. It doesn't matter if I refresh. It's their production, dude.
It's going to get D-Max. Finland still looking very healthy.
Right now.
Clones the Diva, the Clone Diva bomb over the top! Gets 2!
They actually capped! Holy shit, it's not me, chat. Look, I'll refresh right now. It's not me. Look what you guys did. Look what you guys did now. Now we have...
just gets Yazan. Like I said, there's no retreating once you lose point A. There's almost none, unless you're like Tracer or Sombra and you can get out cloaked. But really, a lot of different value there for the duplicate from Echo. Early on in that fight, Yazan ended up duplicating a Mercy and died immediately. It's one of those desperation dupes, like just to try to save your life and extend it a little bit longer. But then Sana with a
not me, bro. It's not me.
Duplication. I mean, generally, like even in Overwatch 1, you wanted to duplicate tanks because tank value and ultimate value is enormous. So you really want to be duplicating D.Va in these situations when you can.
Oh, that would have been a big pick. That would have been a big pick.
Here we go. Overtime progress. Every fight super crucial. KSA just gets focused down immediately. EMP coming out right after, but it doesn't matter. The bomb from KSA.
He's going to need a recall.
Good.
Yeah.
Finds Masa. Yazan was able to help with getting 2, and I don't think Finland will be able to keep this going. It's overtime spawns and a pretty good hold from Saudi Arabia. Not
they
quite,
capped and they pushed it 64 meters. That's actually really big.
Stopped in its tracks.
Hopefully they have a good first hold.
No, totally fine for Saudi Arabia still.
That was a good push.
Yeah, I just want to keep setting up the stakes because, sometimes we glance over it. This is map 2 and a first to 2. Saudi Arabia does not get further than this. They go down on their own map pick after a really well thought out control. Like, I cannot overstate the value of the stakes in each one of these fights and each one of these because, again, Group B only sends 2 people through qualifiers, 2 teams. So these are 2 of the favorites in the group.
I think that's fine.
There's some teams lurking
He's talking
out
about
there.
in-game. Ghosty, appreciate massive 8 months. Sen, appreciate massive 100 bits.
It's going to be brutal. So really a lot on the line here for Saudi Arabia to not drop their very first map.
I thought we were going to a match 3 earlier. I don't know anymore, chat.
Whoever loses this match, they have to now look at Sweden and go, we must beat Sweden, or you're gone. No BlizzCon, no nothing. Like, it ends here. So, you want to have that flexibility to potentially lose to Sweden and still get into BlizzCon proper. But
yeah, well, that said, I mean, given how close our very first match of the day was between like Turkey and Poland, who knows? I mean, really, we don't know. This is speculation. But
I mean, it's Overwatch World Cup. Anything can happen. And also here, even though Saudi Arabia had an incredible first attack, first time around here in Numbani, they're not guaranteed to get point A. You can get held on Numbani point A pretty easily. The first time around, Sana got picked off super early. I think Sana's made some adjustments here, so I don't know if we'll see that again.
Well, they're going to try to take the same angle too, because Quartz is going to play on this long sight line here as the Ashe, and they're going to kind of rotate damage boosting the Ashe and the Echo as they try to take this high ground here. Sana's in a little bit of trouble, but does get away.
Yeah, Sana's playing a lot more defensive. However, while
Quartz gets the shot.
However, Quartz goes down, so Finland's down to support. Saudi Arabia down at DPS, but they're able to get the res. Both teams getting res up, so back up to 5v5. Finland, though, got poked down a little bit more, had to concede a bit of space. However, still looking for their option, and Mikji just wasn't able to get away. Yazan chases him down. Saudi Arabia is still very, very healthy here, too. So you take a look at this. This is looking like, again, a very good first attack from Saudi Arabia.
Come on, man. You guys need a good first point hold, bro. What are these holds from both teams?
We're going to a map 3.
They just prioritize the Ana.
We might actually,
I mean, the Ana corner is like kind of notorious on Numbani. Ana's almost always set up in the same spot, so hitting that shot early is critical. And then when you're able to take out the Ana for the second time and there's no res,
Sun hat, appreciate massive 13 months.
There's no res, but now Masa's got to run double duty trying to keep everyone alive.
That Bob is going to be a massive fucking thing as well. But I mean, both teams are going to have their ultimates.
So 90 seconds left. There's the box of victory on the ground. Let's see what Sana ends up getting duplicate value here.
You look at the time remaining, it is only 1:20. Finland only needs 2 fights, but those 2 fights could be really, really hard to get here. Of course, to do anything, they need to get this one here and now. Early hack on the KSA. Bob comes out from court. Saudi Arabia probably gonna burn everything to try and do this here and now. Sana, though, into the back. Uses the duplicate, ends up using that Mercy, ends up getting immediately ripped out of the dupe. So very low value. Yazan sends him to the grave right after. Meanwhile, the payload moving and moving. Finland not going to stop him this time. We're going to map 3.
I love how really close these games are, though, man. I love it.
Yeah, interesting play, and also no substitutions for Finland either. So both teams just rolling with the same rosters as they did in map 2. Yazan was momentarily on a Mei. Of course, that's not going to stick, as Yazan does not like to be on the ground at all, and will be switching over to the Echo.
It's one of those things where if Yazan had a dating profile, top things I hate, the ground.
Terra firma.
Not a fan. see picture of me skydiving. But as we say that, Yazan is in the sky once more, so accurate to say the least. Vistola just getting pummeled.
I hate flying characters. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Flying characters are cringe.
In general, just getting beaten up poke-wise. KSA, a little bit of counter poke. Immortality Field already using Vistola. Oh man,
I just hate him.
Hit out for him right now. Still, Vistola able to back up, get healed on. Saudi Arabia not able to capitalize on what could have been an early advantage. So good poker.
Oh, that's a kill. That's a kill. That's a good. That's a big pick. They got the first pick of the match of the round.
Of what could be some momentum here on push.
Oh,
yeah, I mean the sustain was there for a while.
What's his name?
Kasa? Eventually, just breaking through a nice knife from KSA, able to finish off the remainder of the big healing.
Oh, this guy's goated.
And you know it's going to be an issue for Finland when you're on this rush. That if you end up losing your Baptiste early, you're just in trouble. You just don't have the healing anymore. So while Finland was able to sustain through a lot of that, it is Saudi Arabia that will take the first fight. Finland with 20 meters though is interesting because you wonder if they're going to come back and try to push this maybe a person down just to not give up the lead, which is just so critical in push.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to contest it in time. Like, you look at where they're at right now.
Close.
Well, maybe they don't care. They don't care. They realized, you know, we want a better fight.
Shit.
You know, if we can only get 20 meters, we're probably
Bro, it's storming outside, and I thought someone, like, shot a gun.
Sonic close to Deadeye, gives up the high ground.
I hope I don't lose internet.
I smell tank blood. Takes down KSA at the aid of Vistola. Deadeye here in the back, looking at Yazan, who goes, wait a second, maybe I don't want to be here.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, Sana, what's up with that aim, bro? What's up with that aim?
That was ambitious.
Meanwhile, Sana going to the back a little bit, clean up near the push point. Yanza though, Yazan able to get Sana and still a threat. Cloud gets Sermajet, a little bit of a dink from the icicle straight to the head. Blizzard ready to go, looking for KSA once more. Won't be a res this time as Masa finishes his plate. And Finland, they're going to be...
Ollie, appreciate the massive prime, my friend.
I don't know if they'll get to 30, but it's going to be close.
Well, I think they should be able to with a couple of late kills. I mean, it's going to be 5v3 right now, and they're right around the corner. It was an interesting Blizzard to take down KSA there, just to make sure the Queen goes down. I kind of don't mind it just because Queen can be one of those heroes that you think is dead and the sustain just kicks in so hard. So some change is going to come in, though. KSA going to get off of the Queen and onto the Orisa. First time we've seen Orisa today, who can be a real bully.
Oh,
in some of these
Orisa! Yeah, that's the first time we've seen Orisa.
KSA, anything to stay alive. Meanwhile, for Yazan, it's like, things are going bad. What do we need to do to win? Pharah. Go Pharah. The most comfort of comfort picks for Yazan. KSA though getting super low again. Finland just hates tanks. The tank focus is unreal. Vistola finishes him off. The annihilation. Just a little bit too much pressure.
Oh, he switched up the Echo and went Pharah?
Yazan was able to get Masa as this is going on still.
Oh.
Into a terrible fight, but not anymore. Sana clips Yazan's wings. And Finland getting really valuable.
Yo, Finland is doing really well right now.
They should be able to get forward spawn here too, which is critical, but they did just lose.
This is actually a really great series, man. This is a great series.
Hightail it out of town.
Yep, time to leave. But you know, for Finland, you're really.
Oh no, it's doing the lagging thing again. It's doing the lagging thing again. No. That's not my computer, chat. That's not my computer.
So, and you know. You're not going to lose the tank fight if you have a tank and the other team doesn't. Just,
well, I mean, you used a barrage, you got one, and you stayed alive. Like, that's the checklist.
What do you mean? Jay3,
right
pay your internet. I do.
It's a super successful barrage. And also, I mean, the target of value taking out the opposing.
Wait, I got a late notice. I haven't paid in 3 months.
Might lead to Saudi Arabia getting forward spawns. This has been very back and forth, but it does seem like Finland wants to contest this before they give up forward spawn.
They absolutely should, and you know, part of that is going to be if Cloud can just get the Blizzard.
Wait,
up
what?
Michito goes down, and yeah, they immediately invest the Blizzard. They get KSA down. Sana gets Haku. No more lifeline here for Yazan. If Sana can just stay alive a little bit longer, Yazan though finishes him off. I think though Finland did enough damage overall that doesn't really matter. They're able to keep control, able to push things back.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the Mercy goes down, you're just in trouble, and I'm actually surprised that Yazan was able to live through that. Surprised Vistola didn't kind of take him down. So, really, Yazan's going to initiate, you know, I kind of want to see... Yeah, KSA has gone back to the Junker Queen, really struggling.
How do you
on the
not
tank
pay
play
for
so
3
far.
months?
Like, it just has been.
I only have 81 subs, man. I'm trying. I'm a new
KSA
streamer.
just needs the
Flat out,
something
appreciate the massive 6 months.
Won't die first on right now because Finland has been pressuring Tech specifically. Masano went down first.
Any
in
primers?
this fight. They lose the ability to
Any
speed up.
gifters?
And ASA, a little bit of quick revenge aided by Yazan, and you lose one person that early in the fight, and things just snowball as Finland. They're going to be bringing this right.
They're
back.
probably going to. They're probably going to be able to get the forward spawn here.
Fit.
No, there's no way it's happening again.
To jump on the back line and then watch Immortality Field come down, hit a perfect concussive blast to knock out people out of Immortality Field, get the panic going in.
No, the players are skipping, but
it's just an absolute mastery of the hero to a level I've almost never seen.
The key fight coming up here. Kitsune rush from Majed early on, and again, you see the early barrage just uses it to confirm a kill. It's exactly what you should be doing on Farah. Saudi Arabia giving themselves a big
No, for some reason, it's only some of the camera.
Oh,
what a shot on the Lucio!
Yazan just isn't stopping, finds Masa, rocket after rocket. Gonna be putting Vistola back in spawn as well, and 57 to 52.
It's not just you.
Saudi
Okay,
Arabia's gonna take
cool.
the lead here. Hexes 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain.
Oh, they absolutely are. And now Quartz is going to play front and get this pressure, and there is going to be a bob here. Like this, well, I mean, they're tied right now, but this should be able to lock them in the lead. And Saudi Arabia has a legitimate chance to finish here if they don't get picked off early.
Bob coming up from Port. Saudi Arabia really wants
It looks like he's fucking hacking, bro. Oh my god.
Down from Masa, well timed. Saves Sana from dying. Cloud finds Quartz. Finland 5v4 now. Vistola holding on to the bomb. If you're Finland, you want to be
But it's not me. Look, chat. This camera looks like it's going smooth. It's the players that are teleporting.
The focus could be there. No. Meanwhile, Yazan finds Vichy. Masa gets Majed on the other end.
And then look, it looks smooth. It looks smooth right now.
Rampage. Saudi Arabia, they don't want to give this up. Sponso from Finland are coming right back in here, Hex, in what is becoming a very scrappy fight.
Wait, Vistola did get two, though.
Saudi Arabia has the lead. They're going to switch over to a Sombra, too, which is kind of an interesting pick. It allows you to kind of just take these fights wherever to maybe get some back cap pressure, to just put pressure on to the payload. And, with being up 20 meters, you kind of just want to stall. You're fighting clock now.
Yeah, at this point for Saudi Arabia, you're okay losing a fight so long as it takes a long time. It's going to take Finland at least 2 fights in all likelihood to bring this back. So you can lose this fight, just make it take a long time. But of course, winning a fight would be better. Sana, though, gets Majed early, Hex. It's huge.
That's a big pick. That's a big pick. They need to get this cart moving, bro.
Really
they need to get the forward spawn out.
Now there's almost no healing on the ground. They're going to get the resurrection in, though. But it
nice!
does mean
That's a J3 pull spawn right there, baby.
Yeah, KSA goes down
That was big. That was big. They can probably take the lead now.
These reses here. I feel like half the time Haku goes for a res, it's a blood sacrifice. It's life for a life in a lot of situations. But Finland, they get the fight they need. They're moving forward. Saudi Arabia, not really a huge edge at all into the next fight. I mean, the big thing is going to be EMP. If the EMP can set up the barrage is the #1 thing, but Finland can also set the tempo with the Nana.
Oh, that's a big pick. He might be able to get that.
Yeah, you're really worried.
Oh boy, he doesn't miss these too often. Looking for Vic G.
No way.
He's living. How is Vic G alive?
Oh
No,
my God, the
anymore.
peel was insane, though.
Both teams have support. Yazan running for his 9 HP. Yazan's alive. How in the world? But Yazan's also very far out of the fight. That is still going on. Meanwhile, Vistola, I think, was off hunting for Yazan in what turned out to be a split fight. Both teams a little bit scattered. 1 minute left to go. And there's the
no. That's the 8th pause, chat. That's 8. I'm taking it out. Where's the word doc? Word.
With 1 minute left to go.
Word pad. Let's go.
This is the real.
I'm coming out with the word pad. Put this shit in 36.
If the players are experiencing some stutter or lag,
8 pauses so far, bro.
A couple of things here to try to bring you guys the best product possible. But, whatever. It's just a pause in one of the most critical moments of the map so far. It has been kind of weird. Like, these fights are happening all over the place. And
that's
I think,
8.
like,
that's not 9.
What really exemplifies that is, where Yazan ended up being. And then, it's trying to bop himself around and all over the place. But been playing really well.
That was 8.
And the peel from Finland
I've been keeping track this whole time.
Really good up to an extent.
9.
I think it's just Yazan has relentless pressure Whereas like most Pharos would shoot like 2 rockets at that Ana, and then be like, oh well, the Diva's there and they're getting peeled.
Okay, chat, they're back in. They're back in.
Like 2 more and ends up getting the kill. So it's been kind of crazy. Up 20 meters and in control of the cart is Saudi Arabia, or the robot. And yeah, see how this one goes down. We're only 40 seconds left. A single one fight from Saudi Arabia could close.
I don't like the pause though. The pause ruins fucking momentum, changes the whole game. But there's 40 seconds left. 40 seconds left. Finland needs the win. At least like a few team fights here.
At this point, is on getting support. Meanwhile, Vistola says, I hate Mercy. Kill the Mercy. Kills the Mercy with the aid of Vikshi. Meanwhile, Yazan says, I don't need a lifeline. Life for a life once more. Takes down both supports on his own. A solo mission successful. And Finland now, desperately without heals. Vistola, though, moving on forward. Finland can't really back out a whole lot here. 10 seconds left to go.
This is so
Yazan,
bad for
the threat gets to be dealt with. Gets Vistola. Doesn't let him remech. This could be the end for Finland, as Yazan cannot be stopped.
I mean, generally Diva's a really solid counter to the Pharah, but Yazan is really good at cleaning up these demech pilot Divas. Like, it's been happening all series. Masa is trying to desperately keep his team alive and up into this.
Holy shit, they're actually still fighting. They're actually still fighting. This is insane.
Masa just gets crunched, and that is it. Saudi Arabia pulls it on out.
Holy shit, what a game. I don't care, chat. That was such a good game from both teams, dude. That was insane.